we've absolutely telling these guys this for a while. And the fact of the matter is, a lot of us are going against our own best interests, like we've talked about before. And this is another guy right here because I figure like it probably was in his best interest. It says a Texas teacher calls for ICE to come to their schools over students who don't even speak English. It says Texas teachers sparked backlash after calling for immigration and customs enforcement officials to raid their school, claiming many teen pupils don't even speak English. The Fort Worth Independent School District is investigating the substitute teacher who was working at Northside High School after they allegedly posted a raft of inflammatory comments on X in the wake of Donald Trump's immigration crackdown. The suspect responded to an ICE enforcement update on X on Friday, reporting 538 arrests and an additional 373 illegal migrants in custody under the account at Hookem232, which has since been made private. The educator's identity has not yet been revealed.
He was a substitute teacher.
Yeah, what he says is, y'all should come to Fort Worth, Texas, to Northside High School. I have many students who don't even speak English, and they are in 10th and 11th grade, the post read. They have to communicate through their iPhone translator with me. The U.S. Department of Education should totally overhaul our school system in Texas, too. And this is like, these are the people right here.
And then you got the dude in Oklahoma, too. It's another article, but we could just go off this one. It's basically, he told him, he's like, you got to prove you're an American citizen to even get into school. Your children do. You have to prove they are American citizens to even become in the school. And see, the substitute teacher, I get what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to learn English, and I live here. He shouldn't have to stop his class because these kids don't know English. They should put him in a separate class and have them learn English. But you should be learning English if you're in America. I mean, that's how they're going to do it now.
I've been to places in Texas, man, where you got to look at San Antonio, Texas. I'm down there, and over the
go next year.
I'm in Walmart, and they're speaking nothing but Spanish over the loudspeaker. You know what I mean? So this is a part of life. There's a lot of people who are from Mexico, of Mexican descent, and Latinos who are coming across the border, and they may have been older kids when they came out here. That's maybe why they don't speak English. That might have been when they just got here. Most of them want to speak English. They're not just sitting around not wanting to speak English. Everyone who I've ever met, a lot of people who like work in different kinds of like, say they just regular migrant workers. People who I've met, they lawn care, whoever else, right? The boss of the job is normally the only person who could speak English. The rest of the guys would love to be the boss too. They love to have their own crews, but they don't speak English, so they can't communicate with the clients. They all want to. This isn't like they just been here for their whole life. They never learned English.
No,
I don't know anybody like that.
I've
never met anyone like that.
I've met tons of people. I'm friendly.
How old are they? No, wait. How old?
No, they're older people, like 50,
okay,
60,
so that doesn't.
70s.
That's
no, they've
different.
been here their whole lives, bro. Like I'm saying, I know people. I've
whole
met
life
people,
like what though?
Like they've lived. Okay, they came here when they were like 4 or 5 years old. You know what I'm saying?
I've never met anybody in my life. Never anybody in my life who came here when
I have
4 or 5 years old and
never bothered to learn English
at all.
Think about it, because you can live in your own little community. You ain't got to learn English. As long as you live around your people, you find what you think the people in China. You think there's people, everyone in Chinatown speaks English? No, they probably know a couple words.
A lot of them don't have. A lot of them are older people, older when they came here. They're not the young. The younger kids, they're making sure too. The younger kids. They're making sure they speak English because they're going to make sure they can get out there and get a job and go out into the real world. They don't want to keep them inside of the community only. And most of the younger kids are out communicating and hanging out with the kids. Our kids. I've watched it happen. They're going to our schools. They're being taught English. Okay, the older people, I understand that. Abula and all that kind of stuff, the grandmas, people like that. I get it. You're old as hell. You know how hard it is for me to learn Spanish right now? I'm taking Spanish classes. You know how hard that shit is? It is difficult.
Are they catering to you that you speak English down there?
A lot of people do, and I'll just.
Is there billboards that are English there for you? Is there instruction manuals that are Spanish and English on them?
Let's start here then with it. Okay, what's the population of people who are English speaking who live here? That's the difference, because they're not all over the place we live at either. Let's not act like they are, because they're not. But if you go to Texas, where your population may be 50 to 60 to 70% people who are of Mexican descent or people who are Latino, yeah, that's part of the game. But if that were going on down here, I'm sure they would. But you know what people do? What people would do? They stopped when they saw me having any kind of difficulties and asked me, "Hey, do you need help?" You know what I mean? Hey, would you like me to help you? They weren't like, oh, forget you, this, that, and the third. They went and got their translator. They did what they could do to make sure I was taken care of. They haven't treated me like shit about it. Excuse me. It is what it is.
You're in a nice country. You're in a nice country.
I mean, Jesus. I mean, so what does that make America?
America's a horrible place. I live here.
So I'm just saying, I believe that I believe the overall people in America want to be
America
better
was
towards
Twitter.
people.
I
Period.
can tell you, America was like Twitter. You know what I'm saying? There's horribleness there, and there's good stuff here too. But I'm saying, like, if you got a young child, you don't teach them to speak English. Now they're gonna get rounded up. Now they can't even defend themselves. Think about them guards. Won't even, they'll be like, "Hey, what's your name?" And they'll say their name, and I'll ask them a question. They'll say it in Spanish. Up, take them back. Where are you from? We don't even care. I mean, so I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
no, I understand. Like, don't get me wrong. I know,
No, I'm one
don't
of
get
those
me wrong.
people.
I
I'm
think
one
that
of those people. You live in America, you need to speak English. We all speak
absolutely,
English here.
absolutely. But that
Yeah.
to me, I'm not saying the first day you get here you have to speak English.
Who knows?
Because
No,
it's not that easy.
who knows?
It's
It was
not
the
that
first day.
easy.
They could have been here for a couple years.
All I'm saying is that okay, if you've been here for a few years, I would hope that you would try to learn English depending on where you're at in your stage in life. I'm
Yeah.
not asking somebody who's 60, 50 something years old to go. You know how y'all we can sit back and act like most Americans don't even speak more than just English. That's it. That's all they speak. Go to other countries. These people speak 3 and 4 and 5 languages. We try to act like, oh, we need to do this and do that. We go other places and we fumble around through their through their what am I, you know what I'm saying, through their languages, like difficult. You know what I'm saying? So they're super difficult. We're sitting here like, oh, can you
It's
help
weird how
me? Da, da,
all
da,
the
da.
other languages they claim they say you speak them backwards, except for English is supposed to be forward. So it's just
Yeah, I
it's a
mean,
weird thing on there.